Hey y'all, it's Rebirth of America. Today's gonna be a what sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Julian, also known as the Rebirth of America here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. If you are new to the channel, I also do like haul videos, the day in the life of a full-time eBay reseller, and obviously what's sold. So if you want to, go back and watch some of my older videos. And if you do like the content, please subscribe, comment down below on the video that you're watching, and also like it. Today will be 20 what's sold for me on eBay in the last week or so, probably actually in the last couple of days. Sales have been pretty decent this week, so I have a lot to go over, but this will be 20 what's sold, and I will tell you exactly how much roughly I paid for it and how long it took to sell. So let's go ahead and get started. This first one right here is going to be some Nike Lebron shoes. I'm not really good with shoes, and on Nikes I always say there's a little code on the inside that I always just comp out when I see a good pair of Nikes, and these comped out pretty well. They were a good size, a men's 9.5, and they did go for $55, and the buyer did pay shipping. These only took about a month to sell, and I had $6 in those at a Goodwill. This one right here is actually from the storage locker. I bought a storage locker only about a week ago, and if you guys haven't seen that video, I will link it down in the description about the storage locker, and after me like listing all of it, how much I had invested in it. And this is one of the first items that sold out of it, and is a Blackhawk Ratchet wrench, and it was a 13mm, and it has the model number right there, and that's how you comp those out. And went for $10, and the buyer did pay shipping, so about $15 for a wrench. And Blackhawk, I always say, is one of those brands that you don't find a lot of, but when you do, they do sell very quickly. So it sold in less than a couple of days, and I'm trying to see how much I have in each product from the storage locker, but it's no less than, or no more than like a couple bucks. So right there, I probably had like $2 into that wrench. This I've had for a little bit. The size tag was messed up on it. That's why it says read for measurements. But I think this was like an extra large or extra large. But it was a Woolrich heavyweight shirt with a corduroy collar and had like elbow patches, protectors on it. And this was an old shirt. I think it would have went for a lot more if I knew exactly what size it was. But it did go for $15, and the buyer did pay shipping. Did take a while to sell, probably about 2 months. And I had $4 in that at a Goodwill. This is also out of the storage locker. Right now, out of the storage locker, I'm just getting my money back. So really, all this stuff right here is I still have full money in it. I have not get all my money back. I'm very close to being in the profit, but I'm still just regaining the money I spent on the storage locker. So these right here are some Shakespeare Ugly Sticks GX2s. These were 6'6" rods, 2-piece spinning rods, and that's the model number right there. A lot of 2, obviously. Did go for $40, and the buyer did pay shipping, and that took only about a couple hours to sell. This is a Knight driving iron. It is a #1 iron, right-handed club. Did pick this up for $3. Thought it was going to go for a little bit more money. Somebody offered me $10 after I got home and actually looked at the comps. Noticed it wasn't worth a ton, so I did take $10 plus shipping, and that took a couple months to sell, I think. But so not a real good pickup. I always say comp out driving irons. I didn't on this one. I just picked it up thinking it was going to be worth at least $15, but I didn't lose any money, but I didn't gain a whole bunch of money in that one. But usually driving irons or #1 irons are a really good pickup, but just make sure you comp them out, or they could be only worth $10. This we picked up at the bins about a month ago when we were up in the mountains. So nothing in this. I'm already good on that haul. But this is some VHS tapes that were brand new called the Killer Angels. And there's all that stuff right there. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is audiobooks, cassettes. I thought these were VHSs. They did go for $2.99 plus shipping. I put that up for auction, and I only got 1 bid on it. But it took 10 days to sell. Sold this vintage Holy Bible. Nothing into this. Got this for free. And sold it for $8.50, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one right here, Taylormade, is one of my favorite brands to pick up for golf clubs. This could have went for more money, but as you can see in the picture, it does have some wear on it. The white is starting to come off on a lot of this. The bottom had some wear. The handle had some wear, but it did come with the head cover, which was nice. But this did go for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. And this is a Taylormade Spider Blade 12. Now with these Taylormades, some of these putters can go for a lot of money, and some only go for $30. $30 is still good because I only have $3 in this at a Goodwill. But for Taylormade Spider, you want to go ahead and just comp out everything on the putter, because some are going to be worth in the hundreds of dollars when this one's only worth $30. So make sure you're comping them out correctly before you buy them, and then after you buy them to actually price them correctly on eBay. These Wilson Staff Tour Blades, FG17s. This is a partial set, so not the whole set here. I actually Can't remember where I got these from, which means I've had them for a really long time, and I don't remember where I got them from, so I can't even tell you exactly how much I have into them, which sounds terrible, but I don't remember. And so they went for $27. The buyer did pay shipping. I did take an offer on these just because I've had them for so long. I want to move them out, so got them out of there for 27 bucks and had to take at least 7 or 8 months to sell. This came out of the storage locker, just get my money back again. This is a Shimano Spyrex 2500 RG spinning reel with the rear fighting drag. I do go over this reel a little bit more in depth on one of my videos about the storage locker. I think it's the second video that I go over, and I tell you why this one was worth $120. It has to do with that rear drag and that handle and the push button bail that, you know, takes the line off of it. So really cool reel right here. Knew this one was going to be worth some money when I picked it up just because the weight of it and all the features to it, but it sold very quickly for $120. I had it listed for $150. We went back and forth on negotiations. We settled on $120 plus shipping, so I was happy with that, and that is a really good really good reel to look out for. This next one's going to be some vintage Sears camouflage green binoculars made in Japan. These right here I thought were going to be worth a lot more money. Turns out they weren't worth hardly anything. I bought these for $7 at the Goodwill, so I'm going to break even or actually lose money on this transaction, but it is what it is. I thought these binoculars, since they were so old and really good condition, they would have went for more money. They weren't really worth as much as I thought. Should have comped them out in the store. I don't know why I did, just thinking binoculars in good condition made in Japan would be worth money. I was wrong. This is a Carbite ZM golf putter right-handed club. Did go for pretty decent money here. Got it for $3 at a Goodwill. Did go for $29.99, and the buyer did pay shipping on that. Again, just typing in everything on the headed club is how I comped that out. I don't think I've ever picked up one of these brands before, but I hear they do pretty well. Some people they say that these are on the decline. I sold it still for 30 bucks, so that's not too bad right there. And that probably only took a couple months to sell. This next one right here is going to be a Taylormade RBZ6 iron Racquetball Z graphite shaft. Had a stiff flex and it was a 65 gram. That's what all that stuff means, but it's on the actual shaft. So when you're comping this out, again, make sure you read all that because all that comes into play when you're pricing them. This did go for $35 and the buyer did pay shipping. I've had this actually forever. This was one of my first bulk buys as a reseller almost 9 months ago from a huge auction lot, and I've had that for that long, so I let it go for $35. I'm already in the good on that, but when I bought that, I had about $1 in it. These Craftsman USG series 3H drive. This is a metric set, 6-point shallow sockets. Did go for $10. Free shipping. I don't do free shipping anymore. This is going to be one of my older posts, but these are very small. These are like that big and probably only 3 ounces, so they probably took about $3.50 to send out. And I'm already in the good on those, but it take a really long time to sell. I sell single sockets or small socket sets, or actually sets that are kind of broken like that, where they're missing pieces, missing sockets, and they still sell. They just take a while. They're super long tail because you're waiting for that one person that wants that certain series that's missing that certain socket to buy it from you. So they are long tail, but they're easy to ship, easy to store, easy to photograph and list, so I don't mind doing it. You usually make $5 to $10 per item on those, so not too bad there. This is a Wilson N-Code N-Blade Power Groove Turbo Racquetball Racquet. Now, these were picked up on my vacation in North Carolina probably about a month ago now for $4, and I have really done well in these racquetball rackets. It was insane the buy that I had, and this one went for $49.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. I had a couple of these rackets go over $100, so a good pickup there, but I always comp out racquetball rackets just because there are a lot that aren't worth a whole bunch of money. Some aren't even worth the shipping cost, and some are worth over $100. So definitely comp those out if you're not really sure about them. Make sure you type in everything, because all that stuff's super important when you're comping them out on eBay. This right here I got for $3. This is a new sealed Buffalo Games 2,000 piece Jigsaw Puzzle, The Last Supper, and that's how big it is, a 38 by 26. Did go for $25, and the buyer did pay shipping on this, and that didn't take much to sell it all, maybe about a week, and somebody just messaged me and make sure it was in new condition, and it was, and they bought it immediately, so I was happy with that. This solid brass handbell with the anchor rope navy, got this for free. Took about 6 months to sell, but free is always good when it goes for $8.50. The buyer did pay shipping, so all that is going to be profit, but little bells like like this, I mean, that's solid brass. You got to think when you buy stuff that's going to be a long tail item, but if you get it for free and you make $8 off of it, that's not bad because it doesn't take long to list, ship, or anything. So I'm always looking for stuff like that when I get it for free. This I also got for free. This is going to be the Rebirth of America. First printing 1986, did go for $12.66. This was being shipped media mail, but the person wanted it very quickly, so he did pay for priority mail on this one. And it's just a book, and it did sell, you know, probably took about 6 months to sell. Again, got it for free, so it's going to be all profit. This one right here is going to be Vintage SK Tools. This is a 6-piece combination wrench set. This is a 9/16 through a 1/4. Did go for $62, and the buyer did pay shipping. I had these on for $75, and he offered me $62, and I thought that was very fair. About $10 a wrench there, and these were also out of the storage unit. I'm telling you, some tools are worth a ton of money. There's a lot not worth anything, but these old SK tools, old Craftsman, old Snap-ons, old Mac tools, they're all worth about $10 to $15 a wrench. So when you sell them in sets, that adds up very quickly. Tools add up very fast. So I was happy to get that because this was one of the, also the first things I sold out of the storage unit to get my money back. This Hogan Edge forged 6-iron right-handed club with a Apex 4 stiff steel shaft did go for $12. The buyer did pay shipping. I have $3 in that at a Goodwill, so not a ton of money made, but probably made about $7 on it, and it didn't take that long to sell, probably about a month or two. So right there, that's 20 wood sold for me in the last couple of days. I do appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully you can go out there and find some of these items, flip them for yourself to make some money. So you know I'll always catch you on the next one.